What's up, LA Live Gang? This is your boy AC, and welcome back to another special live edition of LA Sports Live. You guys see that thumbnail? You see the title? Here go the Clippers again. Here go the Clippers again, getting the Lakers sloppy seconds, according to reports. Came across the wire from Woj and Shams. The LA Clippers plan to sign big man Demarcus Boogie Cousins to a 10-day contract. I repeat, the LA Clippers plan to sign big man Demarcus Boogie Cousins to a 10-day contract. The last we heard uh, from Demarcus is when he left the Houston Rockets. Now, when he left the Houston Rockets, there was nothing negative said about him. Um, they said Demarcus was cooperative, a true professional. But they never really did give a reason why they were letting him go. Um, I I thought they would keep him because they were having some injury issues with the big man Christian Wood, but for whatever reason, they parted ways with Demarcus, and I figured that he had a landing spot already secured, but according to that, I mean, apparently that wasn't the case, or maybe plans changed, and Demarcus just been kind of floating out there until now. Um, so, like I said, according to the reports, the LA Clippers plan to sign him to a 10-day contract. So that right there lets you know that not even the Clippers are really sure of what they're getting themselves into. That they have a couple open roster spots, but they don't even want to sign him for the remainder of the season. They want to give him a little test run with the 10-day contract. So that's interesting. Be good to see Boogie back in LA. The His performance, like I did watch a few of the Houston Rocket games earlier in the season, and he looked like a player that was coming back from injury still, right? To me, he was kind of slow of foot. He was hitting his threes and all that kind of stuff, but to me, he just seemed a step or two slow. That's what I saw, but I figured he would kind of pick up. I figured he would kind of ramp up um as the season commenced. That's what I thought. So, but anyhow, he's available, and the Clippers have got him. So we'll see how it goes. In that situation now. You guys know what we do here on LA Sports Live. This is primarily a Lakers channel, but this is one thing, well, a couple of things I'll say about the Clippers, and then we'll get out of here. This will only be a quick little 10-minute video, whatever. Um, you know how it is when you're the big brother of the Lakers. Every once in a while, you just kind of take a peek in to look and see what the little brother is doing. And the Clippers, from time to time, I watch Clipper games. I peep in on the Clippers. The other day, the Clippers were the topic of discussion. Nick Wright was talking about the Clippers, Shannon, and all those guys, and he kind of ruffled a little bit feathers. Nick Wright kind of ruffled a little bit feathers about the Clippers saying that when they beat the hell out of the Bucks the other day, Nick Wright was saying, "Look, the Clippers are playing good right now, but they got so many guys shooting threes on that team at a high clip right now that's impossible for them to keep that going." But what I would say to that is, look, I'm not a Clipper fan, Nick, but you must not have been watching the Clippers this season, because just like the Lakers, they started off red hot from threes, and they maintained that for a better part of the season until they had a short skid where they would kind of went cold, but now they're back hot again from threes. So that wasn't accurate what Nick Wright said about the Clippers. And one thing I will say about the Clippers, this year over last year is this year it seems that they have learned from their mistakes. It's hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. The Clippers seem to have learned from their mistakes over last season. Last season, it seems like, especially let's say after the trade deadline, they just added anybody and everybody. The Clippers kept adding players, kept adding players. Joakim Noah, Reggie Jackson, this and that, and this and that, and it seemed like they just was just adding players just to be adding players, with no real plan. This season, at the trade line, the Clippers were smart. The Clippers added a piece that they needed, Rajon Rondo. Now, my personal opinion is that that ship has sailed. I might be wrong, but you know what? That's just my opinion. But like I said, at least they were smart and they addressed the need. Old Nappy Head, he's been in and out of the lineup, all season. When he's there, they're good. When he's not, they miss him. So they addressed that issue with Rajon Rondo. Smart. Now, now they acquired Serge Ibaka over the off season, and now he's been missing quite a bit of time with injuries. So, like I said, the Clippers this year they're moving a little bit smarter. They went out and actually addressed an issue. Serge Ibaka in and out of the lineup. They do have a big Zubac, but they need more depth, at the five. And they went out and addressed it, and are going to bring Boogie in for basically a tryout. So I will say this: it appears the Clippers are moving a little bit different, a little bit smarter, and they're looking, they're looking ahead to the playoffs, and they know for the most part, either they're going to have to face the Lakers, or they're going to have to they're going to have to face the Lakers, or Denver again, or maybe even Portland, and they know they're going to need a suitable big man in those matchups. So, is Boogie the answer to the questions? I don't know, but the bottom line is you got to have somebody. You definitely got to have somebody. So we'll see. We'll see if Boogie is actually going to be effective for them. Uh, is he going to make? Is he going to get any playing time? Is he going to crack the starting lineup, or what? Because time will tell. Now, one more quick thing about the Clippers, and then, like I said, I'm gonna get on out of here. Um, you know, with the Lakers have a young player by the name of Taylor Horton Tucker, THT. He's getting national attention. Basically, anybody on the Lakers is going to get a lot of national attention. Um, and technically, this is his second year. It's not his first year for THT. But there's a young player on the Clippers. The guy with the young guy, kind of slim with the braids, Terrence Mann. He may very well be the best young player in LA. Now he doesn't get he doesn't get any national run, to be honest with you. But you know, I've been watching him, and my personal opinion, he's just as good as THT. I'm not going to go in a debate about who's better, but I just say this young kid uh, is a good player. One of the um, one of the best moves the Clippers have made recently of years via the draft, and the sky's the limit for this kid. And especially, you see, that's why they were why the Clippers, I don't think they were too hesitant at all to trade Lou Will, because they know they have a suitable replacement as far as scoring coming off the bench. Um, and that would be Terrence Mann. And also, and another thing I noticed is that Lou Will, for a while he was playing, then he wasn't playing that much, and then he had to get back in there because of injuries. But basically, man, he had fell out of the good graces of the Clippers, or he just, you know, he was getting too old and slow. And like I said, two players that are going to definitely uh, benefit from his departure from the Clippers are Terrence Mann And the kid we've been joking about quite a bit, but he's been lining up lately. The $60 million player for the Clippers, Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard and Terrence Mann, uh, they're going to greatly benefit from the departure of Lou Williams, and they're going to get more time. And I think it's going to be quality minutes for those players. And I expect them to, continue to progress and produce. So don't sleep on those two players for the Clippers, guys. Don't sleep on those two guys. Now we're not turning into no Clipper channel or anything like that, guys. But I have to call it like I see it, and I have to be honest. The Clippers, where are they sitting in third place, and they're still what, one game or maybe a half game or whatever it is. They're two games. They're tied in the loss column, but they're two games ahead of the Lakers in the win column. But still, even with the Lakers playing without LeBron and AD, the Lakers. I mean, the Clippers have not been able really to distance themselves and or pull away. And I find it kind of interesting, even though they've been playing pretty well late. But it seems like every time the Clippers get rolling, they lay an egg. And the egg was, against last night against Orlando. After the great, basically blowout victory, it doesn't matter that they were shorthanded, but the blowout victory versus the Bucks, they turn around the next night and lay a big fat egg against the Orlando Magic, who had previously traded away all the players. Uh, that's the reason why a lot of people don't give the Clippers credit. That's the reason why they don't get a lot of national run, is because the lack of consistency and the fact that they just haven't done anything in their history of of a substantial nature. There's always been a lot of hype, and they never come through. So it'll be interesting this year. Like I said, the Clippers have played a little bit smarter. They have addressed their needs. Time will tell if what's the comment here? Jerry West we trust. Yeah, look, again, you guys gotta rely on another former Laker to help get you over the hump. We'll see if it helps, guys. Anyway, this is your boy AC, LA Sports Live. You guys do me a favor. Like, comment, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel, and I really appreciate it. And I will wrap with y'all later. Hit that outro.